Hey! So today I decided that I was going to do like a little vent about driving, because earlier this year I got my G2 and I've always been that like person in like the passenger seat who never really understood why my dad was yelling and like flipping off people that he's driving with, until I started driving. And God, I don't even understand how some people have their freaking license. But like, sorry, I'm taking off my shoes. I've written down things that I want to talk about. So, number 1, pedestrians and cyclists. Okay. When you're driving, you hate pedestrians. When you're a pedestrian, you hate drivers. But no matter what I'm doing, I fucking hate cyclists. Like, they don't belong anywhere. When you're driving and they're on the road, you have to like move around them, but that involves you going into the next lane, because like you aren't sure if they know that you're there, or they like, what if they swerve and like you hit them, like, or when you're on the sidewalk they just breeze by you, don't really give a shit that you're walking there, and it's like, hello. Like, I don't even, like, not motorcyclists, like I'm talking about like bicycles, and I'm like, what good are they? And then trucks. Fucking trucks. When I'm on the highway, scared shitless when there is a truck near me, because I've almost died twice because these people are just like, yeah, I'm gonna merge. Oh, there's a car. Oh, too bad. They like, no, like, don't merge into my lane, please. Like, you're freaking me the fuck out. And I'm like, where do I go? Like, I can't brake because there's people behind me, and like, you're merging into my lane and I'm gonna die. Like, I'm gonna die on this fucking highway. But then earlier today, I was behind trucks on the highway. And there was one behind me and there was one in front of me, and trucks can't go as fast as a normal like car, right? Because they're such a heavy vehicle. So this guy is doing 40 kilometers an hour, and I have to merge onto the highway. Everyone on the highway is doing 120 kilometers an hour, and I need to merge safely into traffic. The idea of the ramp is so that you can pick up speed, match the speed, and then merge onto the highway safely. I can't safely merge onto the highway if someone's doing 40. Like, I'm gonna be hit. And I'm there, and I'm like, fuck, like, where do I go? Like, oh my god. And then like, finally I have a space, and I just like merge in and floor it to try to match 120. And then like, highways, like, they're just not a cool place to be. Like, people just like merge, they're like, oh, I need to merge, oops, shit, and like, they don't really give a crap that someone's like right there. They just swerve in and out, and like, fuck, like, highways, they freak me out. Like, I mean, we have to drive on them, but fuck, man, they're scary. And then sensors. This really bothers me on like a road that I drive on a lot. Like, in my dad's house, there's this like street, and you have to be on the sensor for the light to change. Like, the light will not change if you are not on that sensor. And I hate when people are just a tiny bit behind where you know that the sensor is, and you're like, move up. Like, I need to turn. Can you move up a little? And they don't move, so the light doesn't change. And you're there for like 10 minutes, and you just want to inch forward and just nudge their car, and it's just like, move forward, like, creep a little bit, and like, you'll get on the sensor, and then we can safely turn and the light will change. Oh, not signaling is my next one. Like, can you not signal after you're in my lane? Like, people are just like, oh, I'm just gonna merge. You're already in the lane. Oh, I should pop my signal on. Your signal is no use to me when you're already in my fucking lane. Like, yeah, sure, you know what? If you're signaling to come into my lane and you're like over here and I see you, I'll slow down and create space so that you can merge safely in my lane. Like, I'm that kind of person. I'm a very nice person when I drive. I mean, it really doesn't sound like it. I don't want to get by you merging. Like, I'm gonna back off. But if you want to just be like, oh, okay, oh, shit, sorry, hello, thanks, like, no, like, or people who, like, signal. I hate when people leave their signals on, and you think they're turning, so you think it's okay to go, and then they go straight through, and I'm like, you should have turned. I was all ready to go, and you should have fucking turned. And my last thing on here is speed. You are doing something seriously wrong if you're not going the same speed as me. Like, if you're going slower than my speed, you're going too slow, and I'm gonna pass you. If you're going faster than me, where the fuck are you going? Like, I already speed. What are you doing? Like, seriously? Where are you going? Like, I drive 120 on the highway, and I see people at 3 o'clock in the morning driving like 160, and I'm like, where are you going at 3 o'clock in the morning? You're doing 160 on the fucking highway. Or when people drive 40 in a 60 zone, and I'm like, really? And there's like no passing lane, and you're just like, we're just like putting along, and you just want to like honk at them and be like, speed up, for like Christ's sake. Like, oh my god, I can't. Guys, driving just makes me really, really mad. And people on the road, like my dad always told me that there's like, you are the only good driver, and like every one person will think that they're the only good driver. But it sucks when you're driving that you just have to assume that everyone else is a fucking idiot and they don't know what they're doing, because the majority of people probably are. Or they're like super old, or they're like people who like to talk on the phone or do their makeup while they're driving, and it's like, why? I'm not driving and I'm like, no, like, don't do that. Like, you're a hazard. But like, oh, guys, seriously, driving, like, I don't know what to do. And you know what, like, it's a great mode of transportation, but fuck, man, it's dangerous and nerve-wracking. Like, that is all I have to say. Have a good night, guys. Rant over.